Shalakshi, and this is my final project for ITM Web Application Development Program. So I started off building a calendar where I had to store the events in the calendars and was supposed to show the views and the day view, the month view, the week view, and how many events are there per day. However, when I started coding it, I realized that in order to find like the from where the previous month comes in and the next month takes over, it took me a little bit of time to figure the logic behind that in order because we had to render the calendar in a way such that I'm able to put in the put in the events that are not there as a blank. But I made two dimensional array for the same, and then I based on the day of the JavaScript, I made the array empty or with days, and then I just started rendering it. I was not able to generate the events for the particular day in the month view because when I opened a connection to MongoDB, MongoDB was refusing to pull the details per day, as I was not able to return the array because it's asynchronous and you can't get the data from MongoDB, which is as asynchronous. So I had to go in with this approach where a user clicks into it and then he can add a event. And I use a template of the previous assignment for this, and a user can even update an event. This is basic CRUD functionality, and delete an event. The Because I was not able to fetch the details appropriately using a pug, I was stuck with it for a long time. I had to choose for mean. So what Angular does is Angular has a capability while rendering to push and get calls. I tried a lot how to do that in Pug, but I was not able to achieve the same. So here, if you see, this calendar will refresh itself every 30 minutes. To go here. So, and let's say that I open another session of this. I have my here there, and let's say I add, let's say, another event here. Uh, so many events. It's more here. So when I save this and if you look over here, I'm expecting a refresh to happen once in 30 seconds. The problem that I faced was I put the meta inf refresh property in a layout, and all the other pages extend the layout. So this also, like, let's say a refresh happens, it goes back to the previous thing. This is a known bug. I'm still working on it. I just had 2 weeks to do this, so it was pretty taxing. I The major part of the logic and the time was spent on figuring out how to empty the cells and mark the cells which with the calendar events as from the date, so that the date corresponds. I have the weekly view, and the day views comes in, like if let's say I create one more um, event, new test, and here and here. If you see that the day view is like a list inside the week month view, so this both is being achieved by scrolling it. And yeah, this is pretty much both my project. Although I wanted to do it with Pug because of the functionality, I was unable to do the get request in the day view for Pug. So my Pug has just CRUD and the table view for now. Thank you, everybody, and I really thank the professor for this opportunity. I learned a lot about Node.js. Thanks.